Hi, this is Peggy for Cropstop.com, and today I want to show you how I made this adorable, intricate little die-cut Christmas tree. And look at this beautiful snowflake. Aren't those gorgeous? All I used were two of the new dies that came out by Memory Box. This is the winter tree, Winterland tree I guess it's called. And this one was just called, I don't know how they say that, Trivioli Snowflake. I don't know what Trivioli means, but anyway, that's the snowflake. And I'm actually going to use my Cuttlebug to cut those. I'm going to use a couple of the Martha Stewart around the corner edging. That's how I got this here to do the border. And then I want to show you how I made these really awesome stands. These are little small easels that are made with this die cut. And that way, when you send these awesome cards, people can actually display them and they're going to stay up. See how nice these stay up? And on this one I used felt and cut with the die cut, and I had a little bit of pearl pin. Well, let me clear some things off here and let's get cutting. Okay, now here's what we're going to use is this die cut, and I just grabbed a scrap piece of paper. This is actually a piece of coordination paper. We're going to use the Cuttlebug, and again you're going to use your A plate, your B plate, put your paper down, your die cut face down, and we're going to use a C plate for cutting. And we're going to go through there. Now I'm going to go through and then come back a couple of times only because the little cuts in this are very intricate, and I want to make sure that I get them all nice and cut so it's easier to come apart. I think that ought to do it. And if it didn't, we'll do her again. Alright, let's bring this over here. Yeah, it looks pretty well. It fell right out of there. Now I can already tell down here at the bottom, so make sure you check this, that down here is going to be a little difficult, so I'm going to have to run that back through there because each one of these little pieces come out. Get my little fingers going here. This kind of reminded me of those trees on the Grinch. See how the little piece comes out of there? Each one of those come out. If you look closely, I don't know if the camera can zoom in to see that or not. It's already zoomed in, she said. It's not die cut there real well. So what you can try to do, don't know if this will work or not, you can try lining it back up and maybe put a shim in there, which is just another piece of cardstock. Anyway, so that you make sure you get this part. Now that always happens. It's not a fault of the die or the Cuttlebug or whatever embossing die cut machine you have. It's because there's such intricate little pieces that are being cut. So don't think that you got a bad die, because obviously it worked there. You're just going to pop all those out individually. See there, that one's really tight. So we'll do these up here. They come out real quick. And that's how I got this really intricate tree. Now what I did on the felt, I left all those intricate pieces in there. It actually cut some of them and I glued them together with a little bit of stickles. So that's what my stickles is there. And then I used my pearl pin to make my little ornaments. Now I just want to show you real quick how the pearl pins works, because when you first do it, you get kind of a Hershey Kiss kind of a look when you put it down. Just show you there. And some people don't want that Hershey Kiss. I don't know if the camera can see that or not. But anyway, it looks like a Hershey Kiss, like a little point. If you'll just hold that and flick it real gently on the bottom, it flattens them out so that now they look like flat little, not flat, but rounded pearls without that Hershey Kiss look. So that's a little trick with the pearl pins. A really great way to put bling on your card. Isn't that awesome? So that's how you use these really awesome Memory Box dies. I am loving these dies, I'm telling you. Now again, let me just show you real quick my little trick with this little easel back here. I used the same kind of a deal. I'm going to use two B plates because I'm using a piece of chipboard. And it's kind of thick. Oops, I got two there. And I'm not going to be using my white A plate because my die cut is going to take the place of that. Oh, where's my other B plate? Oh, here it is, way over here. So we're going to stick that through there, and we're just going to cut. And there you are. Perfect, perfect. Now here's what I did. Only because people are going to be opening and closing these a lot, depending on your chipboard. And that's all there is to that, your little easel. How easy is that? But here's what I did. Because I think people might want to open and close these a lot, I put a little piece of Scotch tape over my little fold right there so that it wouldn't come apart. Now if your chipboard is nice and thick and it works really well, you wouldn't have to do that. But look how nice that is. It just sits perfectly. You could even do it on this big one. Let's just do that. Now I'm going to bring in my big ATG gun. Let's make sure we're going the right direction. And a little liner up there. Gotta make sure I get her straight. And voila. Awesome, awesome. Well, that's all I can show you tonight, so make sure you stop over there at Crop Stop and check out these awesome new dies by Memory Box and get yourself a ton of them. There's different designs, so don't forget. And make sure to tell them Peggy sent you. Have a great day. Bye.